What is a functional analysis? A functional analysis is an experimental study used to determine the function of a problem behavior. FAs can be conducted in either analog or naturalistic environments. Functional analyses involve arranging antecedents and consequences to reflect conditions in the client's natural environment in order to determine their separate effect on the problem behavior. In this instance, we will conduct a functional analysis in the following test conditions: a play condition, an attention condition, an alone condition, an escape condition, and a tangible condition. Conditions will be presented one at a time, and the amount of problem behavior in each condition will be recorded separately. For example, I will take frequency data on the number of times my client bangs his head in the alone condition, then again in the attention condition, and so on. The purpose is to determine in which condition or conditions the problem behavior most frequently occurs relative to the other conditions. Let's first discuss the play condition. So the play condition is our control condition. In this condition, the client will have non-contingent access to preferred items and activities. These items will not be removed. The client will also have non-contingent access to staff attention, and no demands will be placed. Further, any instance of problem behavior will be ignored or neutrally redirected. This is the control condition, the one to which all other conditions will be compared, because the problem behavior is expected to be quite low or non-existent in this condition. Next, we will discuss the attention condition. In this condition, the implementer will withhold attention from the client, but will deliver it contingent upon the problem behavior. For instance, I will not give any attention to my client. This includes eye contact and responding to any social bids for attention. However, the minute my client bangs his head, I will deliver the attention. I could say something like, "No, don't do that," or "Okay, we can play now." If the problem behavior occurs at a higher level in this condition as compared to the others, we can reasonably state that the problem behavior is maintained by attention. In the alone condition, as the name suggests, there will be a very low level of environmental stimuli present. There are no demands placed, and the implementer and all materials are removed. The problem behavior is ignored or neutrally redirected if necessary. Elevated levels of the problem behavior in this condition would indicate that the behavior is being maintained by automatic reinforcement. In other words, engaging in the problem behavior in and of itself is what the client finds reinforcing. Next, we will discuss the escape condition. In the escape condition, the client is given continuous tasks to complete, such as math or spelling pages. However, contingent on the problem behavior, the client is immediately granted a brief break, typically 30 seconds to a minute. For example, immediately after my client bangs his head, I would say, "Okay, we can take a break," and remove the task material. Elevated levels of the problem behavior in this condition suggest that the behavior is escape maintained. The last condition we will discuss today is the tangible condition. In this condition, the client is initially provided access to preferred items and activities. The preferred items and activities are then removed and replaced by less preferred or neutral items. Adult attention is also made available. If the problem behavior occurs, the preferred items are immediately replaced for a short time. Elevated levels of the target behavior in this condition indicate that it is maintained by access to tangibles, in other words, items or activities. In conclusion, whenever feasible, it is critical to conduct a functional analysis because it is the only functional behavior assessment that can determine the function of the behavior. While other forms of FBAs provide useful information regarding the problem behavior, They do not directly test the effect of different antecedent and consequence conditions on the target behavior in order to determine the function.